that took care of that. Hi, I'm Douglas Hubner from the Hannah Project. This is part 2 where I told you I would bring you inside. This is the front porch. As I had explained in episode 1, we plan on uncovering the porch on the outside because what we really want to do is free up these windows that have been encased in the siding. So I really love these ceilings and I want to keep them. I think what we'll do is just kind of clean them up, make them look newer, give them a little sparkle. Then we're going to paint out the wall that's making the room really dark. So I want to pick a nice light color to paint here to brighten up the space. The trim, of course, would be painted. I happen to love Simply White. It's my favorite trim color. So we'll probably do that there. And also here, we're going to get rid of this outdated red. As far as the floors go, I really like the floors. They work as well. We're probably, again, just going to clean them all up and have that done. And that'll be the porch. I mean, there's some beautiful things out here, like this beautiful stained glass window, which has withstood over 100 years, which is amazing. And so I really want to try to showcase it. So this is the entryway into the house. This is the living room. So what struck us when we came into the house for the first time was that it really seemed like there should be a fireplace here. Most of the houses here in town, if you see these 2 windows, you just kind of expect to have a fireplace. So what we're going to do is we're going to construct a fireplace with a mantle and an inset box for a flueless flame. So we're going to do that here to have a fire feature in the house. Also, I'll be painting out the walls. I'm not sure what color yet. I haven't come up with my scheme. We'll talk about that in a future episode. I can tell you, and write me all the nasty comments you want, preservationists, that I am going to be painting out these window frames, probably Simply White, again, my favorite color. Or it might match the wall. I'm not sure how we're going to go, but they do darken the room too much. Also, I might keep this, though. It makes a nice transition between the 2 rooms and it will frame out the space in the dining room. Also, these doors are gorgeous, and so I'm not going to touch these, the knobs too. So as much as I'm going to make the place modern, I do want to leave a hint of what was here before, as well as the staircase. I'm not going to touch the staircase. It's just too beautiful to do anything to. So this is the dining room. Like I said, I'll probably keep this natural wood color because it'll make a nice transition from the one room to the other and it'll frame out the dining room. For the dining room itself, we're going to paint all the wainscoting white and the walls white as well, and off-white, a creamy white, I'm sure. I'm going to hopefully do a custom wallpaper. I have in mind something and I really want to get that done. So there's going to be a wallpaper all above the white wainscoting. And then the coffered ceiling here, all this will be painted out white. And the ceiling itself, I want to do sort of a sky blue, just to bring your eye up and into the sky and brighten this up. It'll tie into the wallpaper that I have in mind for here. So like I said, I want to keep these doors, but not this one here. We'll probably repurpose this somewhere else because it's cutting off the kitchen and I want it to be open to the kitchen, which is going to be fabulous. We're going to take this peninsula out, open it up. We're going to take out that arched wall because it doesn't do anything. It's decorative. It's not structural at all. So we're going to take that out. And when we remove the ceiling, I've already peeked up there, we'll probably gain another 2 inches. So this space is going to be quite large, especially for a house in Maplewood. What we're going to do, what the layout is going to be, which is going to be really functional and have 3 zones. So this is going to be your prep zone. We're going to have trash. We're going to have a sink here. These windows come out and we're going to put in another large window, but casement windows, so it's above the countertop level. You'll keep all your utensils and cooking items here. We're going to put the stove here with a hood vent above it. We get back here, we're going to take all this out again, and it'll be a small, won't really be a mudroom, but it'll be a place to hang up your coats and keep your boots and stuff like that when you come in the back door. This zone is going to be your cleanup area. So you'll keep your dishwasher here, and there'll be a nice big 30-inch sink, yes, second sink in this kitchen because it warrants it. You'll be able to have another trash compartment there where you can scrape your plate, rinse it off, put it in the dishwasher. When the dishwasher's done, you can store your plates, your glassware, and put your utensils over there. Like I said, this is all going to be open. And what I want to do is have a custom table built, 30 wide, 66 deep. I'm a table guy now. I like it better than an island. I feel like a table offers community. I have one in my own kitchen now, and it's counter height with a couple of stools on either side. And my family and I sit there often at night and have our dinners and be able to talk and chat. It's a very casual way to have dinner, but it's also really great. This whole wall would be the storage area. So you'll have pantry, the whole wall. You'll see when we demo that the chimney's here, so this will be a shallower pantry, but it'll go back and those will be full depth pantries. You'll have your refrigerator in the center, and on that far pantry you're going to have a microwave as an inset. So this way you're prepping, you're cooking, your kids can come in, grab something out of the refrigerator, microwave something from the pantry, and then they're out of the room and they don't disturb you while you're either cooking or cleaning up. So I think it's going to be super functional and super, super beautiful. We'll go through the whole design of what the kitchen's going to be in a later episode. So coming off the kitchen, we found this room and realized with no powder room on the first floor that this would be the perfect spot for it. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove this window because nobody needs to see you in the powder room from the dining room. We'll seal this up. Perfect place for a vanity, and then we'll have a toilet also installed. So as you know, I love to go nuts in a powder room. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do here. We'll have to think about that and work on that in a later episode. But a powder room is really essential for a first floor. It's a great way for your guests to come and use a restroom on the first floor without having to go upstairs into your personal space or have to go trudge down to a basement to go to the bathroom. So that concludes the tour of the first floor and what we plan to do with it here at the Hannah Project. Come back next time and I'll show you the rest of the house. Thanks for watching. This is Douglas Huebner from the Habitatalist Group.